Welcome to Forest Hills Golf Course. My name is Trey Gnewikow, here for another tip of the week. We previously did some chipping, some putting. Now we're going to flex into some wedges. So this is going to be 40, 50 yard shots. You can back it all the way up to about 80, 90 yards using the same technique, and allows you to kind of really zone in your distance control, your flight control, and then ultimately trying to get it really close. So that way on those short par fours, we can make birdie. Maybe if we hit it into the woods and have to punch out, then this is going to be our up and down to try to get par. So these are very, very important shots. Anything inside 100 yards is about as important as it gets in golf, because we tend to have a lot of those shots, putts, chips inside 100 yards. So we're trying to make it as easy as possible when we get it here. Our goal when we get through setup is going to be a lot like chipping. Our feet are pretty close together. It's maybe a little bit more narrow than your typical stance. And then as you kind of get set up, you're going to get going from there. How we want to judge our distance can be in a couple different ways. I tend to believe it's the easiest, because this is how I do it, is I think of my whole swing as a clock. So if you're looking at my swing, I start at 6 o'clock. If I go back to the middle, it's 9. And then I'll shoot it forward. So that's like a 9 to 3 swing. So this would be like 9 to 3. And then you can do the same thing. You can go up to 11 to 1. And you can get up to 11 and down to 1. Now where we want to judge our clock is not with the club head, because the club head is really far away from my hands. It's hard to judge where the club head is. Really easy to know where your hands are. So we always want to judge it off our hands. So this is 9 o'clock. My full swing would be 11 o'clock, 10:30 or so, and then we go down there. So always judge with the hands, not the club head, because the club head gets all the way to about 2 o'clock on a full swing. So it's hard to kind of judge where that club head is. So when we do wedges, we want to look at our hands, try to get our distance dialed. I know through practice out here at Forest Hills, through practice at other courses, that basically from 9 to 3, my ball flies about 50 yards. These pins are 50 yards, so we don't want to fly it all the way to the pin. We got a little downhill lie. The ground's a little wet, so it's not going to spin very much. So I only need to fly this about 40 yards. So I'm going to go from about 8 o'clock to 7 o'clock, or that's bad math, 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock to kind of just get it a little chippy. It's going to run up, chase the pin. I'm going to go to the back left pin on the green. We got 3 of them down here at Forest Hills. So I'm going to go to the back left one, get all set up. Again, swinging from about 8 or 9 o'clock to about 3 o'clock, and just going to let my arms rotate and get back there. So pretty repeatable swing. Didn't do a lot there. You might have noticed how smooth the tempo was. It doesn't take a lot for the ball to go a long ways. When we're using wedges and irons like this, the most important thing is contact. If you hit it solid, the ball's going to fly, it's going to stop, and you're going to kind of see a good result. We don't want to be really choppy and fast with wedges. You want to think just nice and smooth. Maybe the Big Easy, Ernie Els, guys like that kind of help you going. Freddie Couples, all those old guys, their wedge game is phenomenal, and that's how we're trying to repeat. We're trying to implement. If I go to the back right hole this time, doing the same thing, just rotate those arms from 9 to 3 and pop it back there, and then same thing. So now you got 2 opportunities for birdie or par, whatever you might be looking at. That's a pretty repeatable wedge swing. Allows you to hit a good crisp shot, and something you can zone in. It takes a lot of time when you wedges, so come out here, come out, practice at your home course, wherever it may be, and really dial in your wedges, whether it's using your 54 or your pitching wedge, your 58, whatever you like to use. Just dial in that clockwork, figure out your carry distance, and then we'll see you again next week for another tip of the week.